Hello and welcome, replay crew, and everybody out there. This is just a pop up basically. I'm going to be testing my Stream Elements. I had some difficulties with it earlier this week on the Aquatics Addicts Anonymous show. Hey, Coral, how you doing, my friend? I'm out here just testing the Stream Elements. I noticed on Wednesday it wasn't working, and I think I might have gotten it working now, so I'm hoping that that's the case. Hey, Jeff, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Had pretty big day in the fish room today. I got 3 new pairs of wild type bettas, and I'm going to take you around and show you in a few minutes. I can tell you, I got a pair of betta chinoides, which is a mouth brooding type of wild type betta, and they're really cool. They're still kind of freaked because they just arrived today, so they're a little bit on the camera shy, but I'll still try and get a couple good little bit of footage for you. Then I have a pair of betta appy, which is a little tiny. They get to about an inch long, and they're a bubble nester, and they're pretty cool looking little fish. I got a pair of those, and then I have what's called the betta falx, which is another mouth brooding type betta. Hey, good day, Mark Sterelson. How you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. I was on here checking to see if I had a Stream Elements bot that I had set up on this thing, and it hasn't been working. So, hey, yeah, there's Kermit. There's Sam. My name is Sam. Hello, Sandy. Welcome. I've had a pretty big day. I was just mentioning to the guys here that I got 3 new pairs of wild type bettas, and I'm going to take you guys around in a moment and show you them. And hopefully, they're kind of shy because, like I said, they just got here today and they've been hiding out a little bit. But I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of footage of them, and I guess without further ado, I'll go ahead and walk over and start showing you them. Okay. See if we can get some footage of these little guys here. These are the appy. I'm going to turn the camera around here. Okay, back camera. All right, see if we can get. Here they are down here. It's the male and female together. They're kind of hanging out. Those are called the betta appy, API. I got these from a friend who breeds them in Ohio, and he's a master breeder. And I bought 1 pair of wild type bettas, and in August he was going to send me a pair for my birthday. He's a really good friend, and we had a tornado here, and my power was out, so I kind of put a halt on it at that point in time. And so then, well, just recently I reordered because everything's getting back to normal and everything, and I had the money to buy a pair. And so what he did is he sent the pair that I ordered in 2 other species, one for my birthday and one for a Christmas present, which I thought was really cool. And this is one of the either my birthday present or a Christmas present that he sent. So far, these are the most active ones. You can see them over there. And they're doing really well. I got them in here with my Bloody Mary shrimp, and these guys are about full size right now, so they're not going to be much of a problem, except for maybe the smallest shrimplets. But I don't have any fear of them not doing too well. I think they're going to do fine. Lots of little scuds in this tank for them to eat, hopefully. I put that black molly in there, and all it eats is the flake food that I put in there for the for the little endler I got in there. He doesn't go after the shrimp or the scud, so I'll probably be moving that one out in a little while. He's a real peaceful black molly. He just hangs out under that rock most of the time. There's a couple little endlers there. Hello, fish family. Welcome. I'll take you over now to show you the betta falx. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you these guys real quick. I've showed you these before. These are the betta NSA. That's the male right there. It looks like he's got a mouthful of eggs right now by the looks of it, because he's got kind of his buccal cavity under his mouth there. It's kind of, you can see it's kind of swollen a little bit. So I think he's holding. Possibly. I hope he can hold the term this time. He's spawned 3 times that I know of so far, and he's swallowed the eggs each time. I'm not sure if those black mollies are pestering him too much. I had them in there as dithers, and I don't know, they kind of harass him a little bit. Okay, so I'll take you to the new ones I got here. I'm going to have a seat here on the floor. See if these guys are going to come out for me here. They've been hiding a lot under that sponge filter. Let's take a look up here in case they're up top. Nope. And here I got just the baby bristlenose. Yeah, I got lots of bristlenose here for dithers. I got one in this tank over here too. There he is, or she is, I should say, in there with the NSA. So over here, that's pretty much all I have in this tank, other than the new wild type bettas, which are hiding. It's kind of embarrassing having a live stream and having them not show up. There's my new crypt. I got a little crypt down there that Tara from Tara's Tank Friends brought for me. I met her and her husband last Saturday. Hello, Melvin. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Very nice of you to join us tonight, sir. I'm going to turn a little music on here. There we go. But I wish those guys would come out. They're so beautiful. Oh, wait a minute. There's one on top of the... There's the female on top of the sponge filter there. They're not extremely colorful, these type, but they are very interesting. This is another mouth brooding species that the male will hold the eggs for about 15 days and then let all the fry out. According to my friend that sent these to me, said that these guys are of breeding size right now, this particular species. The first tank I showed with the Appy, those weren't of breeding size yet. He said it'll be about 2 more months for them. Hello, Sketty Nona. How you doing, Sarah? Good to see you. I got 3 new pairs of wild type bettas, and I'm just trying to... Here's one right here. This is the betta falx. That's the female. The male's still hiding out, I think. In fact, I know he is. He's under that sponge filter there. If I can get him to... I don't want to freak him out too much. I mean, I just got them today. They just arrived. But yeah, this one, the female's out and about. That's nice. What's really nice about these is they were already taking the prepared foods and everything. So I put some flake in there, and they were enjoying that a little while ago. And then I showed my new plant. I also moved my water wisteria from the 55 gallon because the scuds over there had chewed through the stem, and I was wondering why it was dying off, and I looked at it. It was just hanging by a little thread. The roots were down in, but the actual stem was pretty much dying at the time. So I trimmed it and added it into this tank, and it looks like it's starting to make a little bit of a comeback, which I'm really happy about. Any of you guys need any bristlenose plecos, let me know. I'm sure I could arrange to send you some. Okay, one more look at the wild type bed there, and we'll go to the other tank. It's been a nice day here. I love getting new fish, you know. Okay, now let's get myself off the floor here. It was easier back in my 20s, but a little flyby here with the African cichlids. These guys are going to be going to the local fish store here pretty soon, all except for this guy. My wife says I have to keep casting over there. He's just a beauty. And I got some holding females in there. You can see right there. These guys breed like you would not believe. If I kept every baby that these guys have produced, I'd have hundreds. Literally, several hundred. Okay. Now, in this tank here, let's see here. This is where the betta chinoides are. This is the pair that I actually ordered. See if I can see any of them. I got my blue star endlers in here with them. Let's see. These guys are kind of reclusive as well. There's back there. I think the female was just did like a little. There she is, right there in the back, swimming around a little bit. Yeah. Hanging back behind the sponge filter there. She's just kind of like making a little circuit around there. The male is, these guys don't get too awfully big. They get to about 2 inches. So these guys are getting pretty close to being full size already. The breeder told me that they were about 8 months old. So they got to be getting pretty close to being, probably close to getting full size. I sure wish they'd come out. Of course, you know, this is the first day in their new home, and they're probably not used to being filmed either. You know, get a little better look at her there. She's there in the back. Gotta move it around a little bit. Got a little piece of pearlweed that kind of stuck into the ground there in the substrate. And it looks like it's starting to do pretty well. I just planted these Ludwigias about a week ago. And they're growing quite a bit. They've already grown about a good inch already in this tank. How are you all doing? It's so good to see you in here. Good to see Melvin and Coro, Sketty Nona, Jeff Kane, and Sandy. So good to see you, Sandy. Yeah, these tanks aren't really beautiful right now or anything. They're mostly just, I get them set up for like breeding tanks, but I am starting to enjoy the plants more, and I do plan on doing like a really nice heavily planted tank soon. You know, with not having the sponge filter and the heater and stuff show on. I got the cables in there and whatnot. This is more for the fish. Oh, there's the male. He just came out over there. Is that the male? Over there, right above that cable. Looks like him. Yeah, it is him. When they go into breeding mode, he'll turn a really bright red. And this is also a mouth brooding species, so he'll hold the eggs also for 12 to 15 days, and then he'll release the fry when the time comes. And I have what I'm going to do is when he gets to that point, I'm going to put him in a net breeder. Have a good size one that would give him plenty of room. I'm just going to hang it inside the tank and put him in there so that when he releases him, I can just take him out, leave the fry in the net box, and feed them there and keep them safe. Lots of little mouths in here that I'm not really sure how big the fry are once he releases them. According to my friend, they're supposed to be big enough to accept baby brine shrimp. And over here I got my Zis blender. I have that brine shrimp going pretty much nonstop. I feed it, then I start a new one. So it's like every other day I'll feed it all out and start a new batch. It's been a while since I've done a live stream tonight. Oh, real tiny? They get real tiny? Oh, yeah. I assume they're probably going to be quite small because the adults are only 2 inches long at full size. Swiss Tropicals, yeah. I was looking to get one of those filters from them. The Hamburg Manton filter, they called. But I've been just sticking with the traditional sponges right now. They eat each other, the fry do, Jeff? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, hopefully some will make it. I have this tank over here. It is always cloudy, no matter how much water change I do to it. I think it's because of the Aquarium Co-op coarse sponge. I don't think it really polishes. Can't really get the. I don't know. It's just cloudy in here all the time. I do a larger water change in this, maybe like 50%. I got my rosy reds in here, and they've been doing really well. Also got a trio of black mollies, and there's some babies in there too that they have actually not eaten. There's one right there. Here's another one. Doing really well in there. Yeah, if there's a size difference, you're right. Well, anything that can fit in another fish's mouth, it's going to happen. I found that out over the years. It's been kind of fortunate, though, with these little blue star endlers. Though I got some really teensy little babies in there, and they're not eating them. But I have a feeling that if those bettas, they come across those bettas, they might take some of the really tiny ones, like you see right there by the sponge filter. I even got a couple blue dream shrimp in there, just like little scavengers that I kind of culled out of the 55-gallon tank. There's a couple of them in there. Another one back there, one in the foreground, one back by that little Other little piece of pearlweed. Yeah. Hello, M&C Aquatics. Welcome. Good to see ya. Now, Liquid Zoo OnlyFins. Is this Matt? A little bit of a glare on this tank, but not too bad. I'm not sure if I showed you, Sarah, if you've seen my albino crebensis that I got. Oh, okay. All right, Matt. I also got a really cool fish that I've had a long time ago, and I got another one now. Right there in the center, you can see that paradise fish. He's kind of the tank boss in here right now. He's not too bad, though. Oh, yes, I did. I got my tiger limias from Skull, and I'll show you those guys in a minute. They're looking really good. I also have some Xenotoka Dodroi Goodeids, and they are really cool, too. Oh, he's a for sure male right there, that bigger albino. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get at least one pair out of these 6. He's the only fish in there that paradise fish won't mess with. So I guess basically let it make him the tank boss then. Other than that, he's the next one there. He's got the Ludwigia there, and then I got the hornwort. Kind of struggling there a little bit. See some of the browning on the. What do you think of Brad? Yeah, you can just stay yourself. That's a beautiful little fish there. I love those little crebensis. Down here, I got my little buddy. This is Klondike. Hey, little son. Hey, you're on camera. Come down for a drink. I put his water dish there so he can hang out with me down here. Hello, Mad Cat. Welcome. Hello, Craig. Just showing some of the new fish that I had come in to the fish room today. Got some wild type bettas. I got, I think I have one out and about over here. This is the betta chinoides, it's called. Yeah. Here, that is the male, or is that the female? I can tell when I see the tail fin of it. I see it too well, though. So, Melvin, how have you been doing? When you went live the other day, I was at the doctor's office. I was going to try and jump on there a little bit and just to get in chat, but then I got called back into the room, so I wasn't able to do that. But I did give you a thumbs up, just to let you know that you got my support. So. Well, guys, I guess I showed you pretty much all I can show you of the new fish right now. Got a couple little bristlenose in there too. I just put a wafer in there. They'll be on that in a minute or two. He's making his way over toward it. You know, I feel a lot more relaxed streaming at night than I do during my Wednesday. It's always so busy on there, and it's just kind of seems like it, I don't know, gets kind of jumbled up a little bit. I almost prefer just doing like a little pop-up like this every so often. Hello, George. Or hey, welcome. Been on here showing some of the new fish that I had that just arrived today. I got three different species of wild type bettas. I have one set that are egg nesters, bubble nesters, and then I have two different species that are mouth brooders. And this tank here is the one with one of the pairs of mouth brooders. But they are very kind of wary right now because they just arrived today, and I've been trying to put them on camera and stuff, and it's kind of like, you know, probably freaking them out a little bit. Should probably let them just kind of chill out a little bit, and once they get more comfortable, then I'll be able to get some better footage. And I was showing the from the other week where I got my albino crebensis here. Grow these up, and I also have my trio of cherry barbs in there. I'm going to try and get them into a little breeding tank of their own. Yeah, I was just mentioning also, I don't have very many, you know, beautiful tight tanks. Everything I have is pretty much set up for breeding because I like to breed fish, but I'm going to set up a tank. I think it's going to be, I have a new 40-gallon. You can see back there, I don't know if you can see back there or not, but I got a 40, a 20, and then I got two 10s that I picked up at the last Petco sale. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do like a dirted tank with a nice thick substrate and get a lot of sand, and then I'm just going to have like a lot of plants, and then, you know, maybe a few fish in there. I was thinking about doing like a little bit of sorority eventually in it. You know, get about maybe 5 or 6 nice little placat females or something and get them in there with a lot of plants. Something a little different. All these endlers in here, I put one pregnant female in here, and from that, I have all this. I just took a hefty-looking female from just on the other side of here. I have my other blue star colony. I'll take you over there and show it to you. Why not? And that's where I started my second colony from. As long as over in this setting. Now these little bettas in here are the appy. These are the bubble nesters if they come back out again. Oh, there they are. Here's the male. He's full grown. They only get to about 1 inch long. So I felt comfortable going to keep this pair in here. There's the female right there. These guys are very, they're not afraid of the camera so much. But there's the female. She has about another month to a month and a half before she's of breeding size. And then these guys will be doing like bubble nests in here. And I got them in here with the Bloody Mary shrimp. There's a bristlenose in there, albino bristlenose. But over here, we were talking about the blue stars. This is the original colony. Also got a bunch of blue dream shrimp in here and albino bristlenose plecos growing out all over the place. Put a bunch of sponge filters in to keep them seated up for the new tanks when I get them start to set them up. Yeah, I took like one of these females, one of the big ones like you see right here, and that's what I put over there, and that's Now you can see how many I have over there. I'm going to show you these super aggressive cichlids over here. Look at them just tear each other apart. Isn't that terrible? I got Central American and Africans in this tank, and they get along famously. You might see a little bit of a flaring once in a while or something, but I sometimes think that these fish get a really bad rap. I know there's been a really aggressive fish, and I've had some aggressive ones in my other tanks, but these guys here get along great. These are both males. I got the red zebra there, and then the dragon blood. I got pink convicts in here, and then there's a firemouth in there also, and they all get along. They get along great. Got lots of Java moss in here. Take you on a little tour, I guess, and show you this one over here. This is the 40-gallon breeder with some other dragon bloods that I'm growing out and stuff. These are all going to the LFS maybe this weekend. I'm supposed to do some photos and stuff, so I want to clean the glass up first and send it to the local fish store, and then I'll catch them all and take them down. Yeah. Just walk around a little bit here and stretch my legs a little bit. Over here, I used to have a lot more black mollies, but I had a huge buyer in New Jersey bought probably half of my stock, and they wanted to buy more, but it was 4 boxes of fish, and I didn't want to sell everything because I want to keep some breeding stock. So I kept some of those, and then here also I have my, let's see if I can see any of them. I got my Pistogramma cacatoide pair in here. Might be in that little cave down there. They spend quite a bit of time in there. Oh, there's the female right there. That is the most colorful female I've ever seen in this, and the male's even nicer. He's just has really long extensions on his tail. Hey there, girl. They're getting up there, though. I've had these guys now for a couple years. I'm not sure how old they were exactly when I got them. They were smaller, so I imagine they're probably, I'm going to take a wild stab at it, probably 2.5 years old to 3 years. But they're really not, they're mellow. They're not really aggressive. I got the black mollies in there. They get along great. But I got some super plump females there in the black mollies. They're going to be dropping their babies here pretty soon. This tank right here is set up to, I got, I think 1 or 2 males and amongst all those females. Here's one of the Java ferns I got from Terra. I just got it floating in there for right now. And over here is my little domestic bed. I've had her now for quite a long time. She's a beauty. I like her a lot. Very personable. I'm thinking about getting a nice placat male and maybe try and breeding her and see what we can get. Oh, you got a big delivery? What did you get, Craig? Oh, thanks, Sarah. I really love it. Yeah, I love her. You remember when I first got her, I showed it to you. She's growing quite a bit, and she is really, really nice. We'll take a look at the firemouths. It's a 65 gallon. It's kind of a mess right now, like a lot of my tanks are, but got a lot of some mulm in here on the inside of this glass here. I got to get in there. And I just have 2 sponge filters for this tank. Bred all these fish. There's the mother to them all right here. That's the female. And there's the dad's back there, that big guy under the heater there. Nice fish. I got some new plants here. I got a little banana plant that I really like. It's got some really interesting patterns on the leaves here. You can see the little bananas there, kind of like the little root system. Got the Anubias Nana Petite. Got some Jungle Vale. Tara gave me this lily. It's called the Red Dwarf Lily. And that's really cool. That thing right there was the Pogostemon stellatus octopus I had in the other tank, and the scuds devoured most of it, so I'm hoping that it comes back, but they've been a curse, I tell you. I've been at war with those little buggers. Got a bunch of Ludwigia floating up here. I got to get that stuff planted. I got to get the other new tank set up so I can start planting some of these and get them off the surface here. They're kind of getting a little bit of mulm up here. They're nice and healthy though. You feel them, they got a nice root system on it. I'll be doing some maintenance on this tank, I think, tomorrow, and do a nice water change and squeeze out those sponge filters and get this cleaned up. Got my big breeding pair of albino bristlenose are in here. All these bristlenose, most of the albinos you see come from this pair. They're all hiding out right now, of course. Probably making more for me. Oh, but I was going to show you the limias. That's right. On the way by, I'll show you the Gadiads I got from Curtis. I got the 2 males in here, and what I got to do is I got to take one of these guys and bring them over here. I got 4 females. I'm going to take 2 of the females and put them over there. So I just kind of, when I got them into the house, I wasn't really sure what was what. And as it turned out, I separated. I got all the females over here and all the males over here. So I'm going to have like a trio on each side. And plenty of hornwort up here for the fry and whatnot in both tanks. And it goes all the way across the top. I even got some Ludwigia that I had planted down there, but it apparently it became uprooted. Lots of duckweed in this tank. Don't have hardly anything over here though, which is nice. Of course, I feed that duckweed over here to the African cichlids. They like it. But anyway, over here to the limias. Let me show you over here. These guys are so fast, it's hard to really concentrate on them. These are the Isla Tiger limias. These are from, I think these are from Haiti. Hi, First Class Fish. Hello, June. Hello, Adele. How are you? Now we got the Vale scenario here. This is a really interesting plant. I got runners. I planted just the 1 plant, and now I have this plant, 2, 3, and I even have a little one coming up here. So I got 4 different plants coming off that so far. And that's pretty cool. It's so good to see you. Hello. And hello, Kenny. I'm just doing a kind of an impromptu showing of a few fish that I got. I got some wild type bettas that a friend of mine sent to me for a late birthday present, and and for Christmas, and I also ordered a pair, and he sent me 2 other pairs along with it, and I was like, really surprising. And here's some of the other plants that Tara brought me last Saturday. That is a red cryptocorn undulata, I think that's what she called it. And that's a beautiful plant there. You can see the foliage on that is really nice. Got a really nice, like a shiny sheen to it, you know? And this right here is what's called a mermaid weed, but you can see the scuds, what they've done to this. Now I brought all these tiger limias in here, and they pretty much wiped out the scud population. I can tell because I added this Java moss, and it hasn't gotten any smaller. Because before that, I'd throw a chunk like that in there, and those scuds would have that completely devoured, without exaggerating, within like 24 hours. It would be gone. They would eat it to nothing. And that's what they did with this right here before I added the fish. They ate all that foliage off that mermaid weed. So I might need to maybe cut it and then plant it again. Probably do a lot better, I believe. But luckily, the scuds were under control before I had this one planted in. Yeah, I got lots of little babies up here too. There's one right there, hanging out in the hornwort. I got a big old Anubias. I'm not sure exactly what variety that is, but that's one of the plants that Mark Shelley from Mark Shelley Aquatics brought me. And I just have it floating in there. Of course, I got a lot of blue dream shrimp down here. They're doing fine. I'm sure some of the little shrimplets are getting picked out here and there, but I plan on moving most of these shrimp to a new rack. I'm going to be building a new rack just for shrimp. And I was supposed to have been shipping some of those out, but due to the scuds, they really cut down the numbers in here of them. And so I haven't been able to ship any of those out yet. I have both Johnny No Shoes. I was going to send him some more. And I've been meaning to send some to June for the longest time now. And I haven't been able to because of that problem. But it looks like I'll be able to do that sometime, hopefully. I'm not sure if the weather's going to be getting too bad or not, but at some point. I don't have any rubra, but I would like to get some. Oh, you had a pair that jumped. Uh-oh. Oh, you're talking to Jeff Keane, because I know Jeff Keane has some rubras. That's a species I've been wanting to get. Okay. Nice. I still haven't gotten any fry from my betta NSA. They've spawned probably at least 3 times that I know of. But as I pointed out earlier, I'm not sure if you were here yet. But see here. It looks like the male's got a mouthful right now. You can tell. Whoops! Don't want to spook him too much off. He does. But his buccal cavity under his chin there is kind of distended a little bit, so I'm thinking that. Oh no, there he is over here. I gotta get my eyes. I need to get some new glasses, guys. There he is, right there. So I think he may be holding right now. Let's go back over and see if we can see the chinoides, if they came back out yet or not. They are so far been the most shy ones so far. Oh, they're right up front here. That's the female. I put some baby brine shrimp in there earlier. I think she's down there picking at the baby brine that went down to the substrate. Inject axolotl spinal column into your eyes, Jeff. Really? Oh, the fry will do if he drops. Yes. Yes, I think you're absolutely right. I had them in there as dithers because sometimes they were getting a little bit too feisty with each other. When I added the mollies, they kind of strengthened their bond. They kind of worked as more of a team against the mollies. But I think you're absolutely right. I'm going to take them out and just leave the bristlenose in there with them. I could even add another bristlenose in there. Give them some more fish to look at. Because I definitely want to get some fry from them because they are such beautiful fish. I just love them. There's a female, yeah. I wish the male would come out. When they go into breeding colors, the male is just a really bright red. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the betta macrostoma, but the males here, when they get into breeding mode, they're like a miniature, really bright red and black. They have a white perimeter around their caudal fin. It's really gorgeous. Yeah, I'll do that. That is a good idea, Jeff. I'm going to do that. I'm going to come back here to corals. So the axolotl spinal column fluid into my eyes. Is that a real thing, Coro, or is it just what? No. What kind of fish do you think? Would like to keep? Yeah, most of them probably want something that'll fit in their own mouth, but oh, there's the male. There's the female back there, and here's the male up front. Nice. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm going to show you here real quick as long as he's out. So far, here he is, right here by her, hanging out together. Nice. He told me these guys are ready to breed at any time, and that he just kind of freaked him out with my phone. Yeah, I got to kind of chill out with the camera around these guys for a while. What kind of fish do you think your fish would like to keep? I don't know. Oh, yeah. I figured as much. I was just like, what is here? Better than a blue pill. Yeah. The frog bit did not survive. It turned kind of like the jelly. The veil's doing really well, as I showed you there. It's branching out, and I'm getting plenty of different plants from it. In the Java moss, I think that's doing well because I put that with my other Java moss, and it looks like it just continued on growing. So, let's see what else was there in that. I know you had frog bit, and there was, I think you put some red root floaters, I believe, also. And I don't think that didn't make it either. No, I don't have a macrostoma. What I was mentioning is when the chinoides are in breeding mode, the males look like a macrostoma male, just tiny, really bright red and black, and it has like a white border around its tail. They're like a miniature macrostoma. Oh, that's the macrostomas on my bucket list, but it's going to be a while. They're quite a bit out of my price range for a nice pair. They usually run about $200 or more most of the time, unless you know somebody. You haven't had it go to jelly. I'm not sure why it happened to my tank either, Jeff. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. First Class Fish says, my betta would like anything that fits in its mouth. Yeah. That's why I'm wondering in here. I mean, I got so many tiny fry. I mean, I'm not going to berate the bettas if they take a couple of them here and there. They're not in there as a food source, but if they eat them, they eat them, you know. This is their tank now, and pretty much the same as these other guys. So, yeah. Happens in nature all the time. Let's see here. You know, I think that's what the problem is the light, Jeff. My lighting game in this fish room is weak at best. I got these little tiny, these are those little submersible lights, most of them, and I got them on top of the glass with the suction cups, you know, pointing downward. So it illuminates the tank enough where you can see the fish, but unless the plants are right directly underneath it, you can see my dilemma with the light. I'm going to be getting some. I want to get some shop lights and set them across, some nice powerful ones. And I could probably put like a 8-foot one for these 320s here in a row, because that's 90 inches and 8 foot's 96 inches. So it'll hang over on each edge a little bit, but it should brighten these up a little bit. Still don't know why this tank stays so cloudy. It must be that aquarium co-op filter is just not really getting the particulates out of the water. I feed very lightly in this tank, and every time I did a 50% water change last time, I normally do about 20%. Normally I'd only take the water down to about here and replenish it. But this last time I went down to here, just as low as I can get it without going below the heater element. And it really didn't do anything for it. I mean, I even did a little bit of a gravel vac and pulled some of the debris up. Oh, kind of weird how that works. Oh, Bell's Cupboard arrived today. Yay! Nice. You know, I've heard talk that frogbit's really a easy plant. It probably is. I think it's my light. I think my lighting is just so poor that the endlers will eat the betta fry. Well, that's why I got my plan is this time when they're holding. Once I notice, like, I'm going to bring this. I have a clamp. I put it on the inside. I'm going to put him in there. And when he releases the fry, I will take him back out and put him back into the tank. And then just hopefully raise the fry in this until they're big enough so they won't be eaten. This is kind of a temporary measure until I get some more tanks set up. But I have a few of these, and I use these in the past for my African cichlids. When the females would spit their fry out, I'd leave the fry in here and then put her back into the tank. They're pretty nice. They do their job. I gotta try that out. First class fish says, "Get to work, Greg." Craig, you gotta put right. Oh, okay. It is a lot of work. Yeah, I'm gonna try that with this this net this time and see how that goes. And I'm like I say down there with the tank there on the left, down there, the NSA, the other wild type bettas. I may try that actually and see how that works. You told me what I should do is just make sure I take the female out of the tank. But yeah, I don't know. The problem is I'm running out of tank space. I mean, I got room down here to set up. I have the new tanks over there. I'm going to be setting those up, and I got to get on that soon. Hey, thanks a lot, Mad Cat. I appreciate that. Oh, I'm sure they have. But you know, I got some ghost shrimp, and I got them about 6 years ago. I still have a few of them. They breed in the freshwater here. I forget the species. I think it starts with a P, but I can't remember it right off the top of my head. But at the base of their antenna, it's kind of like a red coloration. Then it goes to white, and then it has another spot of red. And they breed in freshwater. And I've had lots and lots of shrimplets from them. That, you know, they sell them basically as a feeder shrimp. But yeah, I've never done that. I keep them. I think they're pretty cool myself. They're really nice. Oh, to feed themselves. Oh, it wouldn't be me because I'm highly allergic to shellfish. Even one of these little blue dream shrimp, if I accidentally swallowed one of them, I'd probably be dead within about a half an hour. I don't know. It's lethal to me. I always joke with my wife and said, if things ever get too bad, I'm going to Red Lobster. Pig out on the all-you-can-eat shrimp and go out in style, you know. Hello, George RB3. Welcome. Shrimp on the Barbie, yeah. Yep. Shrimp on the Barbie, that would be the way to go. Oh, you can't eat shrimp either, Sandy? Yeah, I can't. I accidentally, what happened back when me and Kathy got married in '93, we were at our dress rehearsal dinner, and they had it was a buffet place. We went with just kind of a casual thing. We went. It was, of course, we changed after our dress rehearsal. We went in regular clothes, but so we all go to the this place. It was called the Royal Fork was the name of it, and they got closed down, and probably because of the situation that happened. We were there, and they had like potato soup in this vat, and so we're there, and everybody it looked really good, so I had a bowl of that, and I'm sitting there, brought it to the table, and we're there, and all of a sudden there was a guy that fell out of his booth with his family and fell on the floor, and he started going into convulsions, and as I was reaching up with my spoon to my mouth, my wife slapped my arm, and it just shot the soup. It was clam chowder, which that would have been, if I had ate that, I would have been in really, really bad shape. So Apparently that guy was suffering from anaphylactic shock because he had a severe allergy also, and it was marked as potato soup. So they got a real bad ding for that. Gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. Well, the aquaponics, that's interesting. I've seen some of that on some of the Doomsday Prepper things. They had these aquaponics where they're growing the duckweed and feed the tilapia, and the tilapia to feed the people, and kind of went on and on. Interesting stuff. Well, it's nice to see that the Stream Elements is working tonight. It didn't work on Wednesday. I didn't have it. Apparently, the bot was disabled. They have this for the AAA show, the Aquatics Addicts Anonymous. You know, so anybody, whenever you're in here, if you ever want to drop a link or something to your, for somebody, feel free to do that. Speaking of food sources, how are your pet leeches? Who has pet leeches? Oh my. That'd make a good fish food. Oh, the channel catfish, yeah, they get pretty good size. Now I can eat fillet fish, like a scaled fish, like perch or bass or pike or something like that, but I just can't have the shellfish or mollusks. I'm so glad that when we used to rent, we rented a house, but still, when you're under the thumb of a landlord, it's really difficult to do the stuff you want. So when we moved in this place, I was really, really quite happy about having all this room down here. I mean, there's a lot of room down here. It's a little on the cluttered side, but there's a lot of space all the way back over there. I could probably triple the amount of tanks easily without getting crowded. So, well, my friends, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And showed some fish and enjoyed you guys' company a tremendous amount. I really appreciate it. And I really do like streaming at night better than daytime on Wednesday. It's just, I don't know, I'm more relaxed right now. It's more fun. I'm able to concentrate on, on the chat. Every week on the AAA show, I miss everybody in chat. Somebody come in there, I don't even, if there's 3 or 4 people up on the panel and stuff, I can't even concentrate to say hello even. I don't know. I just can't see it. But here I'm just holding my phone and I'm able to see it. It's closer to me so I can see it. And I don't know, it's just kind of nice. But anyway, everyone, thank you so very much. And go ahead and turn this around for a second so I can see y'all. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I enjoyed showing you these fish and everything, and I plan on doing one of these days. I'm going to do a live where I'm going to actually tackle this thing here and do some maintenance I do the water changes in there and everything, but those fish will bite the hell out of me. So I thought that might be kind of entertaining for everybody to watch the sunfish tear into me and the Malawi eye biters. So I think I'll go ahead and try and do that, maybe on a live stream. Maybe I can get that tank knocked out in an hour or something. Who knows? Get that glass cleaned up a little bit and do some water change, and so you guys can actually see those fish. It's kind of embarrassing when I go around here showing tanks. I mean, I got some really stunning fish in there that just need to be get that algae off that glass a little better and do that. So thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful morning, depending on where you are in the world. And I will see you guys next time. And thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you soon.